Hello, Excalibur. Number one. Always number one. Well, hello to you. We are going to try to see if it was just a lucky day yesterday or the quality would remain as wonderful as it was yesterday. Tell me, is the picture clear for you there? It's a little fuzzy here, so I wonder if it's trying to send the signals, or maybe I should play a little bit with the bitrate of the video, or maybe it doesn't matter, we just leave it as it is. I won't want to touch anything as long as it's working fine. All right, we'll leave the picture be fuzzy because I don't want to mess with it. Probably the quality of the video, I've put it lower so it will not task. You see, the lower the quality, the lesser the CPU will work, and that means the better quality it can transmit, so uses its memories and all that. So I guess it's a amicable trade, a good trade-off. And did you get the message through the post? You said the video quality for 144p when you want to stream, is that what you're saying? Because I'm not going to touch this today. It's so far so good. Mike, hello Mike. Is there supposed to be video? All I get is a still picture of you. Yes, Mike. I have decided to put the still picture so the quality would be with no lag. And the more we load on the computer CPU to work and transmit, the slower it might get. And we had a good experience with this configuration yesterday. The voice was good. Everybody, nobody had any lags, and so I will keep it the same right now. And who wants to see my face anyhow? All it matters is what content of what we are trying to say. Jen, hello Jen, says I only see your picture. Yeah, that's the idea. Yeah, right, good. We want to have a good quality of the sound. Do you have a good quality of the sound without a lag, Jen? Excalibur says, no, I mean the picture is fuzzy because I chose 144p while watching this stream, but the audio stays HD, which is, as you said, a damn good trade-off. Yes. And Lydia Garcia, hello. Everyone, remember that we are supposed to let ourselves know, or the others know, and also remind me where you're tuning in from, which city, which country, wherever in the world, age and gender. Of course, many of you, I can tell from the name, Jen, Mike. Obviously, Mike is a girl, Jen is a boy. Oh, sorry, the other way around. But Excalibur, now I know that he's a young man, but it sometimes becomes a little challenging to know who am I speaking with and how I should, structure the sentences. And Lydia says no audio lag. That's good. And Lydia says I moved to Brazil. Really? Where? Just yesterday? Or since when? And where were you? Jen is Arizona. Good. Thank you, Jen. Excalibur. Yes. Excalibur says yeah, well, when you don't know, when the pictures are very small and you can't tell if it's a boy or a girl, if it's a man or a woman, then when you speak, you wouldn't know if you say he or she, or if they're talking about an ex, you don't know what the X is. So these informations are important, so the communication would be smoother. So Nadine from Bern, Switzerland. Oh, one of the favorite places of my father when he was alive. He used to travel to Switzerland and he had business there, and he always enjoyed Bern, Lausanne, Zurich. All these were his favorite places. Lygia says, I was in Venezuela, your country, 2 weeks ago. Oh, I see. Now you moved to Brazil for work. Chula, hello, Chula from New Jersey. I purposely started a bit earlier than 5, as I had posted. Did you guys see the post by any chance, or you just saw this on? Because I put the post in Mind That Seeks Truth Facebook page, author and Facebook page, books, and also on my personal Facebook page. So everybody should have at least had the chance to see a post. But I wonder if you guys saw the post or just saw the YouTube coming on. I purposely thought I will come in a few minutes early, so whoever is there at least sees the post. I mean, see the YouTube being on, so they will join us if they have not seen the post. Aha, genocide through YouTube. Chula, no, I get a pop-up from YouTube when you go live. I see. And Lydia says, I saw the post on Facebook and YouTube. Notice me. Oh, okay, good, good, good. So I'm trying to put the post up on Facebook so you would know before I come on YouTube, because YouTube only lets you know when I'm live. Doesn't let you know beforehand, unless I put an event and post it. Last time I posted on community post, but I don't think anybody saw that. Excalibur says, I got the YouTube notification telepathically. Just kidding. Okay. Okay, sense of humor, that's good. Now tell me, how many of you guys actually did go and check the site Mind That Seeks Truth and acquired these ebooks that I've so frantically have supported and encouraged you guys to go and take advantage of that ridiculous pricing? You know, Amazon sells those same books from $19 to $36, and of course the printed matters of the same books are $100, $80 up to $105 US, including shipping, which I do that often when the orders come in. However, I want everybody to have Me, My Psyche, and I, and transient thoughts and me. If you have lots of thoughts in your head about all different kind of things and you don't know what it is, what to do with it, how to describe it, what does it have to do with you, that's transient thoughts and me. Me, My Psyche, and I will give you lots of insight about you, your psyche, lots of little things about your thought patterns, about meditation, about how to deal with fear, anxiety, talk to you about thoughts and consciousness, roles of ego, fear, desire, thoughts and consciousness in who you are and how you feel the way you do and how you negotiate the day-to-day events. These are things that you want to know about yourself. Knowing about yourself means knowing about the machine that you're driving every day and trying to get from point A, point B, negotiating life. That's your machine in this life. Not knowing about it is not wise. Everybody is trying to get to say, how can I be successful? And they go buy different books or go different seminars and they taught them how to do this habit and create this habit and, you know, do this, do that, that successful people in the world do. But you guys never understand or never understood, not you guys, people, that the most important for you to know is about you, how you're put together, to figure out why it is that you're not motivated, why it is that you feel fearful. Why is it that you cannot move on from your breakup? Why is it that you don't know the importance of the things that you should attend to, how to focus, how to meditate, how to take care of yourself, how to understand the relationship between your thoughts and consciousness and fear, desire and ego? What is it that makes your center? How you should observe things rather than perceiving things? What will help you to have a better judgment in life? It's all about knowing yourself, your inner self, who you are. And when you know who you are, then you know who other people are. We're all the same mechanism. If you understand that, then you know how to deal with yourself in relation to life, how to deal with life in relation to you, and how to deal with the other people. And why is it that the other people behave the way they do, and you will not be impressed, you will not be agitated, and you will know that they are the same little shit that everybody else is, and they will have no power over you once you know how and who and how they have been put together. So, having said that, I want to encourage you to go ahead and pick up the Me, My Psyche and I, at least, if any other books at all. So, let's now have a conversation. Let's see if what you got on your mind, and let's throw some questions here. I saw the post on Facebook. It says, Mike said yes, got them all. Oh, Mike did. Yes, I remember, Mike. Your name did come on the list at one time. Good for you. They're probably the least expensive ebooks of that kind and that quality anywhere, anytime. And the purpose of it is because I want everybody to be able to afford it, no matter what currency, what country you come from. It's now dirt cheap. Many people from India told me that they want to have it, but it's very expensive, because at the time it was $34 US. So now it's like $5.99, and that should be taken care of, that objection, because I really want everybody to have it. Now, Excalibur says, I love how Mehran says shit so elegant. There's nothing elegant about it, but that's the truth. You gotta know, nobody has anything over you. We are all bamboozled to think just because somebody is wearing a certain kind of I don't know, clothes, or drive a certain car, or the girl is got this kind of a clothing, or that handbag, or the high heels and all that. And these are all images. Don't get fooled by images. Look beyond the image, see what's inside that image, because that's what's actually monitoring and controlling and orchestrating that image that you so seem to think is so perfect. It seems perfect because you desire that certain pleasure of being with that woman, let's say, and therefore you're blocked to see anything else that that particular image is all about. So let's see if you have any question here. So Chula says, why am I afraid and scared to be alone? Because you have not learned the meaning of the word alone. As we discussed in some of my videos before and some other live talks, the word alone, if you look in the old dictionary, it shows you the meaning is alone, all one. Alone has tremendous power in it. That is when you're all one. You're one with the all, the whole, the entirety of the nature. So being alone, in fact, is supposed to mean you have learned how to be one with the nature, in harmony with life. Understand the energy of the universe. Understand its flow and it's interchange. It's conflux. Alone is one with all. It's like if you take a drop of water from the ocean and you put it back in the ocean, that's now alone. It's one with all. Before, it was lonely by itself because it was taken out of the ocean. Same things we have done. We think we are a total individual. Yes, we are. Everyone unique. Yet we have many similarities with the whole species and the whole nature. We all need same things to live: water, food, shelter, oxygen. And all these common things makes the collective stronger than individual. Once we understand how to join the nature as a whole. I'm not saying we're just one and the same with other humans. We're one with the nature, everything, life. And being one with that, that's when we are alone. So when you learn the whole concept of energy exchange with the universe through meditation that is in that book, Me, My Psyche and I, thoroughly explained, then your energy is flowing with the nature at all times. Then again, you have connected to the universe, to the nature. That is when you're one with all one, unified, mind and body coordinated, and universe and you become one. That's when one with all supposed to be. That's what alone supposed to be. But we all think alone is the same as lonely. Well, that's what we should focus to correct in our understanding. So, if you ask me why you are feeling scared to be alone, it's because you're focusing on the pleasure, desires and pleasure. Otherwise, there is no reason for you to feel that way. There's 7 billion people in this world. Even if you don't want to, they're bound to bounce into you, and you eventually, whether you want it or not, you want to run into 1 or 2 or 3 or 10, and you will like them, and you will have a relationship with the woman of your choice. And you won't be what you think. You're just afraid of it because you don't have it right now. It's like saying, I'm afraid to remain poor, not have enough money. Well, you're making efforts to have it, but you don't have it now. Just because you don't have it now doesn't mean you will never have it. Because what you see now doesn't mean that's how it's always going to be. It's just where you are. It's in the now. In this moment, in this present moment, that is not there. It's like you're waiting for the bus and you say, I don't think the bus will ever come. Why? I want to ask you. Say, because it's not here. Well, it's not here, but it's on the way. You stand in front of the ocean, there's no ship in the ocean. I wonder if anyone, any ship will ever pass this island that I'm marooned on. And one says, why you think that? Because I say, hey, there is no ship, I can't see. Well, that's the field of your vision. That's the extent of your ability to see. That's as far as you can see in the ocean. But there is a ship on the way. It's just not in the field of your vision. It will be when it has traveled further and you have traveled further. When the time passes and things change, as they always do. So you cannot constantly base your life on this very moment that you're in it, because every moment is unique. And today is time for you to be building and focus on planning and persevering in the things that you want to achieve. And when you do all the things that it takes to do and it needs to be done, one by one, bit by bit, you advance in achieving and attaining your goals and objectives. And things in the meanwhile are changing. As you change, as you progress, things also react to those progressions differently. And then suddenly, things that never was in the field of vision become apparent. That's when you see, wow, I should have not worried so much, because these things were all at work. I just couldn't see it then because it hadn't started. The movie hadn't started yet. It's like you sit in the theater, says, where's the movie? Well, it hasn't started it. You're early. Where's the bus? Well, the bus is on the way, but you can't see it now. Where's the ship? Well, the ship is not in your field of vision, but you continue doing what you're doing. And then eventually you'll say, well, when we get to our destination, we'll keep driving. And that's probably all I can tell you about that for now. Now, Lydia says, I moved to Brazil, escaping from my country. Oh, okay. People are dying of hunger. No medicine. Hyperinflation. Violence. Insecurity. Etc. I moved to work and send money to my family. But I'm scared of failing now. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of failing, because failing never comes from action. Because as long as you're making action, taking action, the failure is already destroyed. The failure is already won over. Failure is when one doesn't make any action. Failure is when one is so afraid to take a step. Not that if you take a step and you fall. That's not failure. Taking the step is the winning over the failure. So don't be afraid. Continue on. Persevere. March on. The Gia says, can I stay positive, knowing the struggling of my family and friends? Do you have any other choice? Can you fix it by sitting and doing nothing? Can you fix it? The fear that you have of the sorrows and difficulties that your friends and family are going through, can that be fixed by you sitting at home and being fearful? If that can, then I suggest you do. But if you know it can't, then do what needs to be done without being afraid and without worrying about it, because there's nothing else you can do other than do your best every day. Do what you came there to do every day, and send that little money that you want to send to them. Help them out and continue. That's what this bloody life sometimes is all about. To never give up. It's not about how much you have. It's not about what you've accomplished. It's about never give up. That's it. That's what it's all about. Excalibur says, good luck from Spain, Lydia. And of course, we all say the same thing. Yeah. Think of them daily, Lydia, as you say you do. But use that thought for the fuel that you need to explode what it is that you want to discover. So use that thinking of them as an encouragement, as an amazing energy to accomplish what you came there to accomplish. Michael DiCaro says, sir, I fell in love with a friend who has a boyfriend. Ouch. So she got rid of me. Rightfully so. You could have kept it to yourself. There's so many things you may like as you walk by in the street. So many flowers, so many beautiful women. But you're not supposed to simply try to act on any one of them unless it is a two-way street. It is reciprocated. You have enough reasons and assurances that they have the same interest. Otherwise, you just say it because you love someone. You're putting them in a position that they're supposed to do what? Leave what they love, and it is their norm, their order in life, just because you love them? What does that mean? You know, it's just a unreasonable expectation. And so he continues, hurt me and walked away. Well, I've watched your videos, but the fact she meant to hurt me cascades me into I wasn't worth fighting for. What do you mean you weren't worth fighting for? She had a boyfriend. She was not as available as you were. even if she had any interest in you, she couldn't act on it. You pushing her in a place where she has to make a decision. Of course, usually they make a decision with the one that they're having history and they're having no problems, or it's tolerable, or something that they feel comfortable or secure with, instead of coming to unknown. People usually prefer to stay with the known than leaving it to come to unknown, just because of a pleasure or surface notion of excitement or novelty. So next time, make sure that you will express this feeling to someone that is also available and ready and expresses similar things, before you just suddenly jump into the water and hope that you can swim. Make sure there's a little boat in the ocean before you jump in there, at least. And Michael continues, I wasn't trying to be her boyfriend, but yes, I did love her. Yeah, so what? That couldn't have been loved. That was lust. When you're friend with a girl who has a boyfriend, she has no real need for intimacy or anything that you could be offering. But she has the need to have something different than the boyfriend, or the problems that she has with the boyfriend, possibly. So she is enjoying your friendship. That gives her a certain buffer, gives her a certain kind of escape. But you take that as that she has an interest in you, as you have the interest in her. She's not spending time with you because she loves you, or she loves you or has the same feeling as you have for her. She's just being in a relationship with you as a friend in order to free her anxieties and dissatisfaction of her present situation, while they're not enough to leave her situation. So you have to understand, when you're a friend with someone who has a boyfriend, she's always in a higher level as far as confidence. She has someone, and you're trying to get her just because she's talking to you. You think that she likes you more. She may, but she may be not interested to let go of her, the security that she has created for herself, just for something that it might be enticing or interesting in some angles. So don't sell yourself so cheap. Just because you love someone, that doesn't mean that person is worth pursuing, because that is really not love. That's lust. The love comes when you actually get to know them thoroughly and bond on consciousness level and be together for a good long time and see how loyal, committed, unselfish, and dedicated you guys are to the relationship and to each other. Then the bonding on consciousness level and knowing about each other in that level and depth will lead to real love. The ones that you think is love is really lust, based on desire and pleasure of intimacy and so on, that which is naturally interwoven in your genes for procreation, and that excitement and interest in the woman that you like is what you think is love. But it's just enough energy to initiate pursuit. That's the program works. That's how the gene is programmed. So, you know, the world could have been populated. That was the idea. But now that you've learned the world is already populated, then you got to make sure that the person that you're approaching is also available and reciprocates and have the same interest as you have in her. So let's see. He says that I wasn't trying to be her boyfriend, but yes, I did love her. And you say I wasn't gay, so it wasn't allowed. I don't understand. She wouldn't let me be her friend. Oh, I see. Because you were not gay, therefore you couldn't be her friend, because then it would mean she has an interest in another man, which is a little confusing, but I kind of understand. Am I just a stupid? No, you're not stupid. You're like any other boy who has got lots of hormone, and at that age you just follow anything that you know looks like a female and walks. So just get a control on it and understand it has to be two-way street. It is not hunting time. You don't go hunting anymore. You got to communicate and see the parameters. If she's also available, if she's also interested, if she's also giving you the consent to be friend with her on the level that you're interested, then you will be approaching it the way you would approach to create a stronger friendship and lead to some relationship possibly. Yeah, you're hurting for no reason. Get over it. There's so many beautiful, wonderful women out there. Keep going. No big deal. Don't make God out of people. She's just another woman, and you really want her for what? For what you know. Otherwise, what you're interested is not just exclusive to her. If you bond with another lady, another woman that you like, and you both like each other, you'll be better than this one, because you'll also be expressing similar emotions to you. So get over it. Move on. Life is far bigger than this kind of nonsense that can come and go 100 times in your life, and every time you think, oh, this is it. No, it's not it. It's just lust, sex, intimacy, your genes for procreation, the program. And you can have it with other qualified women. So if they're not available, pass by. Respect their wishes as much as you also should respect your own. And they have the right to choose their life, and you have the right to choose your style of life. So move on and respect their wishes, and also respect yours as well. Lygia says, thank you. Oh, you're okay. You're thanking Excalibur. That's good. Yeah. Chula says, thank you. You always make me feel better. Good, Chula. Michael says, I don't know how you stop hurting. You don't have to know how to stop hurting. Start thinking differently, you will stop hurting. The way you feel is because of the way you think. Change your thoughts. Change your feelings. Understand what I mentioned to you just above. Understand why you feel the way you feel, according to your conditioning and your programming, your genes and your desires and so on and so forth. It doesn't mean because you feel so randy about someone that's because she's so great and out of this world. It's because you're programmed, you're capable to feel that way when you see a female that you like. So it's not a speciality of her, it's a speciality of you. You're programmed that way. So don't make it look like that she's the one and the only one that can make you feel that way. No. As soon as they have the basics of that you're interested in, the parameters, the attributes, the way they talk, the way they carry themselves, or the way they're kind to you, or whatever it is that you like about a woman, then you will feel the same. Then you bond on further, and then you will see if there is any merit to this relationship, can go anywhere, or it's deserving to go anywhere, there's quality to it or not, or it was just a physical interest. And if it's physical interest, it will always last a very short time, or eventually will wither and gone. But if you use that initial interest, physical interest time, to bond on consciousness level and get to know each other and so on and so forth, then you'll have far better chance to make it last much longer. Now we have Festool Holland. I take it is from Holland. Your wisdom just reached Holland. Okay. Great. Then I would like you to promote the videos that you liked on your social media, so the people in Holland will also benefit from what you have decided that it's useful to you. Abhi says, how to control overwhelming emotions and guard ourselves from those feelings. Why do you want to guard yourself from those feelings? Recognize it, understand what it is and why it is by having understood your psyche. And how? Because you've gone to my site, mindthatseekstruth.com, and you've purchased Me, My Psyche and I, and you got to learn about how you're put together. That was the plug. And then once you understand why you feel the way you feel, then you recognize the reasons for it, and you won't treat it as if it's an anomaly, as if it's a godsend, as if it's a mystic feeling. You will know why. And when you know why, it's no longer a mystery or a mystic or an out-of-this-world opportunity. You will recognize what it is, and they say, is it worth it? Is it logical? Is it reasonable? Is it proper? Is it beneficial to both? Or is it just something that I'm designed to feel because of my genes programming, and not necessarily means that I should act on it? Just enjoy it and go on until you find a package that is fully qualified in both physical attributes and presentation and mental and the conscious level, that you can bond and understand and enhance and help each other to learn and negotiate the daily events of life. Lydia says, thank you, sir. You're welcome, dear. Ella says, do you have any recommendation to handle stress in everyday life? Ella, if you go on my YouTube channel, which you are there now, I believe. I used to say that when I was having a live talk on Facebook. I would say, if you go on my YouTube channel, now that you're here, so if you search the YouTube channel for anxiety or for depression or for happiness or for success and happiness, these videos will pop out and you will be able to get detailed answer and enjoy those videos. Or you can go to the playlist, not the individual videos, as I just asked you to search for those words in the search engine of my channel. You can go to the playlists. There's about over 60 playlists that I have, and each playlist have anywhere from 4 to, I don't know, 50 videos in them, because in the channel we have over 700 videos, long lectures, short ones, and even one question and one answer turned into a video of 2 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on the length of the answer to the question. So if you go to the playlist and look for success and happiness or anxiety or fear, you will get to know a lot more than I could share with you right here. But to begin with, a general response to that is that you need to understand what stress is, what fear is. When you understand that, what anxiety is, what makes fear to come about, to understand fear. I have a video on the channel that's called The End of Fear. That was a video made out of a seminar I did for a university, local university here, a year ago or so. And it's about 50 minutes. It's pretty ingenious, I must say. I don't think anybody has been able to deliver something like that ever before, as I have been trained in the art of Aikido, martial arts, in university, which heavily emphasis are on understanding the relationship between mind and body, and relationship between the mind, energy of mind, and the nature. And having understood that, combined with my further research of masters of 100 years ago, before any of these today's gurus claim what they're talking about is all from them, rather than actually learned it from the books and the lectures of the old masters of 100 years ago, and nobody says anything about it. But when I was able to combine the two, I was able to come to certain understandings that helped me to devise and deliver that topic in a certain way that it never had been done, as far as I know. So I recommend you can go to my site, mindthatseekstruth.com, and search for, click on the picture that shows you an iceberg. Tip of the iceberg sticking out of the ocean and bigger part of the iceberg underneath the ocean water. Click on that. You will see that somebody's trying to lift me up. It's like an exercise in martial art. If you click on that, there is a video. I think it's priced $8.50. And that will take you from A to Z on that subject. But I believe I may have unlocked that video on the channel YouTube. So if you go on the channel and on the search engine, search for The End of Fear, you will get that video to show up, I think, because I've unlocked it, so it'll be free for everybody. And if it wasn't, which I think it is, you will also see a 5-minute shortcut of the seminar at the Capilano University and a 12-minute shortcut of the same video as a promotional video that I've put in for people to see what it is and then go on to the full one. But I think now you can find the full one free on the video channel, and just search for The End of Fear video, and that will help you to understand lots of things. Now, having said all that, I'm going to say one more thing in regard to your question, Ella, and that is this, about stress. I don't know if you've heard the story about the lobster. The lobster story tells you all about stress. You know, lobster is a mushy muscle, mushy thing, encased in a hard shell. And that hard shell doesn't expand. But the mushy thing grows and wants to get bigger. The lobster wants to get bigger. But when it gets to a certain point, it cannot go any further because the shell, the hard shell, doesn't expand. And it's under stress. It feels stressed. So what it does under that pressure, goes, finds a safe place under the rocks, hides, and starts shedding that hard shell, and then creates a new shell, a little bit bigger. It's like went to the store and had outgrown the jacket that it had been wearing and buys a new jacket. Now this jacket is a little bit bigger than his own size. So he has place to grow until it outgrows that shell as well. And it becomes under stress again. And he goes under the rock again and sheds that hard shell and makes a new one so he can grow. So if you look at it, even the nature, lobster knows that the stress is an opportunity to grow. So if you see stress and deal with it as, that's now something for me to think about, how I can solve this issue, and how, therefore, I automatically, in solving that issue, become wiser and grow, and therefore, stress becomes something for you to look at it differently instead of pain and discomfort as pain and discomfort, and also an opportunity to grow and become stronger. So stress is not always bad. Look at it as your chance, your time to become stronger, more powerful, and become bigger than what it is that you're facing with for the next time. Now, let's see. Festul from Honal says, what about liking a girl, but she's too shy? So she keeps avoiding me because she gets nervous. Any tips? Well, I think you need to first understand, is it your perception that she's too shy, or she really doesn't want to, enter into that forum, into that opportunity? Is she really shy, or is she having certain predicaments that she certainly somehow prefers or chooses not to socialize with someone, or maybe with you? If you can, with respect and carefulness, figure that out, or ask her, if you're certain about it, if she tells you that she likes to get to be friends with you, but she's nervous or she's shy, then you will be able to comply and cater the relationship around her preferences, the places that she would be comfortable, maybe with a bunch of friends, maybe with 2 other friends, maybe another couple, maybe an activity rather than the date, like, you know, playing some game like, I don't know, soccer or tennis, or maybe a movie of some kind, or some activity of some sort that she wouldn't feel on the spot or being focused on. And something that would be easy for her, maybe a lunch instead of dinner, something that wouldn't be putting the pressure on her, until she finds it comfortable and decides that, yeah, she likes to. And let her make the decisions. Ask her what she likes to do, if you have already established together that both would like to pursue this opportunity. But don't ever make a girl uncomfortable. Don't pursue any girl, anybody who is not interested in what you may be interested. But if you have discussed that, and she's also open for that, and welcomes the opportunity, and you're being cordial and gentleman, and of course, that would be a different story. Communication is everything. It is not just about you, what you want, it's also about what both of you prefer. Now, Jen says, Michael, someone might have seen you as a threat to her current relationship. Ah, I see. Okay, you're talking to her. Michael says, thank you for your time. You're welcome. I'm trying. Okay, good. Abhi says, I missed your advice because of internet glitch, but seeing your laugh, and that's all good for me. Okay, Abhi, but what's a glitch? We're supposed to have a good connection. Quickly, guys, give me a comment back on the quality of the live stream. It seems to me that even the picture is no longer fuzzy. And let me know if the sound has lags or it's all good. Jen says, wonderful. I don't know what she says the wonderful to, but it's up for grabs. So anybody who wants to take that. Ella says, thank you very much for all your work and positive spirit. You're welcome. Ra. Hello, Ra. Where have you been hiding for a long time? Good to see you here. Jan says, mine is fine. Okay, good. Chula says, good stream here. Wonderful. Abhi says, no, sir, it's good from your side, but not from mine. Ah, I see. Abhi, we have, the majority thinks that the streaming is good, so maybe there's something wrong at your end. I hope that's the case. Ross says, everything is good about sound. Okay, perfect, Ra. Good. All right. So now it looks like we've caught up with all the questions, and I think I'll be here for another 15 minutes or so, and then we can call it a day. And remember, do share the videos that you like on your social media, as that would help the channel. Do go on my site, mindthatseekstruth.com. Check out the table of contents of the books. Read the sample chapter is available. Maybe watch the 2-minute video for each book that is there right beside the book to see what the book is all about. Then take a look at table of contents and read the sample chapter. And acquire the ebook that, as I mentioned, is very important for you to have, the Me, My Psyche, and I, and have it as reference. And again, I have made sure purposely these ebooks would be at the prices that you can see, which is pretty much dirt cheap price of a coffee or tea, because I want everybody to have it, including Indian rupees, Australian dollars, or euro dollar. Wherever you are, it would be an affordable piece of knowledge that I could share with you. Now, Let's see what we have here. You're welcome, Festool from Holland. So, you guys kept me going for 50 minutes non-stop, now giving me a break. Oh, there is another one. Prince, hello, good to see you. You're late. Where have you been? Have to take roles from now on. Festool says, what do you think of the phenomenal twin flame? On YouTube, it starts to get popular. Maybe I'm not clear what twin flame is. Maybe you want to explain it to me. It has many different meanings, so I don't want to misunderstand it. Abhi says, thank you for your amazing love and selfless support. You're welcome, Abhi. You're welcome. Ra says, coffee is more expensive than your ebooks. Thank you, Ra, for the vote of confidence. Yes, you're right. You get a Starbucks coffee, it'll be something like, I don't know, $10. But with $10, you can buy at least 2 of my books. And I know, Ra, you have them all. I appreciate it. And the comment was well placed. You're officially going to be considered for the promotional manager of the books with such a well placed comment. Alan Horvath says, hi Mehran, 7 months ago, breakup, I have not moved on. Then I gotta beat you with the ugly stick. How is it that you haven't moved on? Unbelievable. Obviously you have not decided to learn about your psyche and why is it that you behave, act, react, feel the way you do. It is not because of her, it's because of your thoughts. The way you think is the way you feel. When you understand why you think the way you do, your conditionings and order and mechanical processes and your consciousness and all that you've gone through, what you've been exposed in, then you understand that it is very easy for you to move on because there is no mystery here. She's not a god or goddess, and what is happening is all because the way you think. Now let me read the rest of your question. He says, I have not moved on the way I wish. She's in my thoughts. Exactly, she's in your thoughts. I sent a written letter last week rehashing some good times. I don't even think I want her back. Advice. Stop sending her any written or unwritten. It's 7 months ago. You have no children with her, do you? If you don't, let her go. She had her chance. She didn't take it. Don't try to present something to someone for free. When you present something for free, they think that's how much it's worth. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. Offering all this for free, and you guys think that's how much it's worth. Go to my site, all of you, start buying all those ebooks and the printed matter books and help the channel. Otherwise, I will be doing against my own advice here. So let me read the rest of his question. I only reach out like that after drinking and feel like an idiot afterwards. Well, you should feel like an idiot afterwards, my dear friend, because you're no spring chicken. You should know that when you drink, what are you doing? Drink is a downer anyhow. You shouldn't be on any substance or any alcoholic beverage or any drug, anything of that sort to get over a breakup. You should simply understand what you're made out, how you're put together, therefore why you feel the way you feel, what you should do and how you should think so you will not feel the way you feel, and understand the reasons for your actions and reactions on such occasions and incidents and situations, and simply believe on the fact that life is far bigger than a relationship or one woman, and there's so many wonderful candidates out there, so many undescribable pleasures and explorations, opportunities in the world and in this life is out there, that you don't have to constantly focus that you have to have a girlfriend to feel happy. There's so much to discover and explore in this world, so much to learn and give back, help others, help yourself, learn about your own psyche. That's where the whole thing is all at. Everybody is talking and trying to sell something, saying, oh, I'm going to teach you how to become a millionaire. I'm going to do this and make you understand what are the habits of successful people and all that. All that. But before you do any of that, you have to understand how you've been put together, why you want to be successful, why and what is the right or wrong as far as you're concerned. Why is it that you feel something is pursuable, something you shouldn't care about, something you should die for? These are all about your psyche and your conditioning, your fears, your desires, your egos. You have to understand what these things are and how they function, and together and individually. Their role in how you feel, how you act and react in your daily life is important. You have to understand that. And that extends over all these other feelings, breakups and every other disappointments or changes in life that happens. But if you don't, you will always think that this was a lifetime opportunity because your desire says, hey, I want that. And your ego says to your desire, go get that for me so I will feel fluffed and I feel really good. And the desire is trying to go after it, and you don't even know how desire is put together. How does desire come? And when you desire something, because you don't know how it came about, you think, oh, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. It's a luck. It's a heavenly thing. It's a chosen one. You put all these mystic stuff to it, and then you get bamboozled by your own thoughts, and you make it some divine intervention. And suddenly you feel like the person that you love is divine. And then you feel, oh, I have found the deity. Then let me just follow her. And all along what it is the desire and the ego and the promise of intimacy, the pleasure that you are programmed to pursue. But understanding it makes you a little bit wise about what's qualified for me to pursue. I'm not going to pursue my genital just because it feels good and I really just want to have that pleasure, so that's good enough for me to follow it wherever the hell it leads me to. No, you will say, let me see. Yes, I'm interested in pleasure and intimacy, but would I think that this person is qualified? Is it the appropriate person? Am I really following the intimacy and the chance of it because of the physical attributes of this person, or should I be focusing on what's inside this physical image that I'm following? What's inside her? Is it actually going to be complementary and making my life a little bit more in harmony with the nature? Or is it going to be something that I'm going to turn to be a slave to my desire because I thought as long as she looks good and turns me on, therefore she's perfect in every other way, and I brainwash myself in that way, and I then follow it because I believe myself, because I never lie to myself. I'm pretty credible person, right? That's how you think. So you got to understand what thoughts are. And most often thoughts are stupid. They have to be trained. And you have to find out about this thought. Where is it coming from? Does it have any credibility? Or just because it came from your mind, and your mind is set on your body, and that is you, therefore you're credible, so therefore your head is credible, therefore the thought is credible. What kind of bullshit is that? That's how we all get fooled. And we've been getting fooled all our lives by the conditionings that we've received. So, focus if you love the image of her, if you love the image and the idea of being in love and being with someone, so it makes you feel better, the desire and the pleasure and the ego come into the picture, or really she is that godly that nobody in this world can ever be as good or even equal to her. If you answer that, which I know you answered it in a second, you will know the time to move on is way past, and you just got to be quickly over it immediately. Give it a thought, and hopefully you'll come to a good conclusion. You're welcome, Alan. Okay, Jan says, you're wonderful, Mehran. Thank you for your time. My pleasure, Jen. Don't thank me for the time. Promote the channel, for God's sake, guys. Princess, sir, you helped me become a better Jedi. Okay, may the Force be with you then. The mind is so powerful. Sometimes when I'm cold, I think of something warm, focus on it, then my hand get warmed instantly without needing to find warmth. It's true. Jen, I will. Haha. Yes, you better. I will check up with you. Okay, guys, I think it's time for me to bid you good night. I appreciate all of you being here, and thank you for spending your time with me here. I thank you for your encouragements and your attention to the fact that the channel needs encouragement as far as sharing the videos and even posting maybe the site on your social media to help more exposure. The channel gets support, and that support means more time I can allocate to it, which would benefit us all. As much as I can say that I love what I do and I love helping people at the same time, economic factors comes to the picture, so we need more exposure, help the channel to grow, and I would certainly appreciate that. So I love you all. Thank you again for being here. I look forward to talk to you again soon. I try to have these talks maybe every day for a while at least, until we will help the channel to get more exposure and become more populated with more subscribers. That's my bit, and I hope you guys will do yours as well. Good night to all, and talk to you soon.